they're not profitable whatsoever. So it's like, lo and behold, businesses that don't actually have any fundamental value behind them are causing a bank that's financing these to go under.
It's literally inevitable. Yeah. So I also spoke to the lender for Plate and Place, and here's a quick update for everybody. So the 10-year Treasury went down about 25, 30 basis points today. Jobs came back in the U.S. Greater than expected. The U.S. added way more jobs than they had expected, and people are pulling out of equities right now and buying bonds. One of the reasons why, I believe, is because there was a bank failure in Silicon Valley. Did you hear about that?
I did.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was reading about it this morning, actually.
Did you actually? Yeah. So the first bank failure of 2023. Now, people might be taking this as like, holy fuck, look at what's happening. But the context that people might be missing on this particular bank failure, do you know what kind of bank failure it was?
Yeah.
It was
high tech.
It was predominantly startup high tech.
Yeah.
So that's already an extremely volatile market. So this isn't tied to the real estate market whatsoever. Now, is this indicative of things to come? Maybe. I don't know. But, I heard that. I went on Twitter and everybody's fucking shitting bricks now, obviously, right? So then it's all like, holy fuck, like here comes the recession, or this is what's happening. There's going to be bank failures. People are going to get all fucked up. But, okay, guys, take a step back for a second and realize that, okay, although there was a bank failure here, what were they heavily leveraged against? High-tech startup. What's the percentage of startups that fail?
90%.
Okay, well, there you go.
And not only that, but when banks lend on real estate, for example, or established businesses, there's certain debt coverage ratios.
Yeah.
There's certain limits to what they're going to be leveraging against. Whereas with this bank, for example, that's going under, I forget the exact percentages. I read it some point this morning, but a certain percentage of these businesses never turned a profit and wouldn't be turning a profit for years and years and years.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, as the market starts shifting, the valuations goes down. Everyone tries dumping these stocks. The valuation of the company goes down. They're not profitable whatsoever. So it's like, lo and behold, businesses that don't actually have any fundamental value behind them are causing a bank that's financing these to go under.
It's literally inevitable.
Yeah, it's so comparable to the real estate bubble and crash of 2008, 2009, where a lot of where there was a lack of intrinsic value in the loans on those properties. Let's say, for example, people that have like a third or fourth house that have stated income, they're not actually proving their income to the bank. Like there's a lack of actual fundamentals in the real estate market in 2008. We don't have that right now.
No.
Whereas when it comes to this bank lending to companies that aren't turning a profit yet, like obviously they're going to crash, and obviously this bank is going to suffer.
Of course, it makes perfect sense why this is happening. It's loose banking principles and policies. Like absolutely, I would never start a bank and lend to only startups. Majority of startups ever, let alone tech startups.
But when money is cheap and money is getting printed, all of a sudden everyone's
sounds great.
Everyone's a genius, right?
Exactly.
They're
sounds
like,
great.
Throw in anything in high tech, and all of a sudden you're gonna have a skyrocketing value. It's like,
and there we go.
Not necessarily.
And that's what we have.